Every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to make moths today, and I'm so sorry, I forget who asked me to make the moths. If it was you, please comment below the video or in the live chat, and I'll try to investigate if I don't hear from you and find that comment that was a little ways back and tag you in this video. So we are going to go ahead and flip the screen, and then I will find you guys on the chat on my computer. I'm gonna just lay down what I've just started the templates. We've had a very busy week because we had the 10-day earrings to make and sell challenge. So that was very busy. It was very fun. Comment if you are participating or have participated in the challenge. I'm gonna just pull up the video so I can see you guys. I will refresh my page, and here we go. We should be live. So let me grab a pillow. Oh, we are going to turn the sound off because that's going to be distracting. Hi, Amber. So if you guys don't already know, Amber is a tree sap girl, and she always moderates the chat and also does the timestamps. So I'm really not sure why my live streams are so fuzzy these days, and also I'm not super close to the camera, so we're gonna see. And it's buffering. Oh my goodness, this might be a little bit tricky. So let me know if it's buffering for you guys, and I might have to start again. That's really unfortunate. So I'm gonna just, in the meantime, work on outlining these sketches, and if it's buffering too much, I'm gonna have to start again. I already had a little bit of trouble because I don't know, there's something wrong with my phone. Maybe that's the issue. I'm gonna have to check that out. So I'll just outline some of these. I may have to restart. I think I used to use my iPad, but now I don't remember how I did it. I think I had a different kind of stand for my iPad, so I might have to restart on my iPad. And if I do, you guys are gonna have to bear with me. So let me know if it's buffering, and I will. I'm getting some occasional buffering. It seems better now because mine right now is not great. So let me refresh. I'm going to play it. Oh, okay, it seems a little better now. Okay, so let's see if this is gonna work. I'm going to outline some of these so we can see them. This, I haven't figured out who requested the moths, so that's going to be the question, is who requested these, and I don't even remember what video it was on. So that's also a problem, and I might have written it on my desktop. Haven't buffered in a few minutes. Okay, so maybe we're good. Let me just minimize this, check my desktop, because sometimes I actually like do screenshots and then, oh, no, that's not it, sorry. Sometimes I do screenshots when people ask me for something, and then I'll rename the file and say like moth, for example. But right now, I can't see it, and I don't want to spend too much time. And also, I'm waiting for Mirta because she asked me about something on a previous chat, and I don't know if you remember, Amber, but she had asked about a face made of letters, and I was like, what? So she sent me a photo of what she meant, and so I did a sketch, and I will try to do that out of wire, not today, but another day. I'll try to do that. And I don't know where she'd seen it. Mirta finds all kinds of random stuff on the internet. So it seemed to be a vector image, like one of those graphic files that you can find online. And there wasn't any kind of, acknowledgement of who created it. So, I changed it up a little bit because I don't want to do somebody's copyrighted design. But it's a very cool idea, and I'll show you guys when Mirta gets on, because she had asked for it. She's also asked me for other things in the past. I think there was like the bird, the national bird of Argentina, which I never got around to doing because, you know, I just get like really caught up with other things. So I'll try to do that at some point. And then as I do these sketches, maybe you guys can let me know which ones you like the best. And I don't know how much detail to put in. I guess they're more one color than like a colorful type of butterfly. So I guess that would be the difference between the moth and the butterfly. I kind of like this one where the wings just kind of overlap. And sometimes when we draw the design, it actually makes it easier to make it out of wire, because if you try to draw it with one continuous line, then it gives you an idea of how it might come together out of wire. So that's a tip if you're trying to make your own designs out of wire. And just practice by drawing, really. I'm going to bring this up, and then this one up here, and like that. And then there's lots of different shapes for moths. This one I thought was really cool. It almost looked like a leaf. And maybe that's part of their how to camouflage. Like if their wings look a little bit like a leaf, then that might be some way that they camouflage. I didn't make this perfectly symmetrical, this one, but that's okay. It gives you the idea. And then they seem to have little antennas, not too big, and then little wings underneath. So this is cool. And yeah, so nobody is hopping on, but honestly, this channel, because it's a new channel for live streams, not a lot of people know about it. And I probably should maybe share it out on my, you know what I'm going to do is I'll just share it out on my Facebook page, my Heather Boyd Wire Facebook page. So Amber, do you think it's okay? It's stopped buffering now. I could probably share it out. So these are just, you know, a few ideas for the moths. I'm gonna go like that, and like that, and like that, and then like that. And you know, I'm not gonna, well, I'm a perfectionist. I'll try to sort of perfectionist, not always, but I just wanna maybe get them all done, and then we'll figure it out from there. And you can't really do suspended circles in there, but you could add beads, I guess. So we've got that and that. So you think it's good. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna just grab the link. Oh, it says I can share it. I wonder if I could, how am I gonna share it? Oh, there we go, Facebook. But would that be, I wanna just do it on my page. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh, I don't wanna share it on my comic page. No, okay, so let's forget that. We're gonna go here and cross that out, and I'll just copy the link, and I will put it, Susan, hi Susan, how are you? We were wondering if anyone was gonna hop on, because on this new channel, we don't get so many people, so I'm just about to share it on my Facebook page. Happening now, live stream on YouTube. There we go, bing, perfect. Okay, so let's go back and let's just start these. Let's just start them. Yeah, I think we're 3 people now. I mean, unless somebody, I can't, oh, 4 watching. So there's 1 mystery person watching. So let's just start with our basic wire, like 20 gauge wire or something, and we'll just go from there. I, of course, left my, what's this one? This is German style wire. Let's try that one. It's a little stiff, I think, this one. This one is definitely stiffer. We can try the German style wire, why not? Oh, but you know what else I have to get is my other tools. So just give me a sec, and I'm gonna grab my other tools and I'll grab my other wires. So I won't be too long, I'll just run downstairs. here are my other tools. And I'm going to come around. And maybe I'll save the German wire. It's a little stiffer, so I'm going to save that for some other projects. So let me just move that back into the 20 gauge wire. I think I'll just start with the basic 20 gauge gold wire. I have a lot of that. I don't have so much silver. I used a lot of silver for the challenge. So I'm going to use 20 gauge gold wire. And I'm going to grab a sip of water. Mystery watcher. Yeah, I think we have a mystery watcher. There we go. So now let us, I don't know which one you guys like, but I kind of like these interesting looking ones. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that curly whirly at the end. I like the curly whirly. I might even make it 3D. So let's get a ruler and see what we can do. And yeah, and if you guys haven't seen the 10-day earrings to make and sell challenge on the Heather Boyd Wire channel, be sure to check it out. You have until Friday at midnight to submit your photos of your work and to be eligible for a prize on Saturday, having a random draw on the other channel. And if you're watching this after the fact, you can still make those earrings. The tutorials are going to be there indefinitely. And you can try to sell them at craft shows and make mega bucks. So that would be great. I wish you all luck with that. So now we have, why am I cutting 14? I'm just randomly cutting 14 inches. It's 15's a round number. Let's cut 15 inches of 20 gauge wire. This is an old ruler. Look how yellow it is. I bought this when I was a graphic artist about 35 years ago. So that's a long time. And now, if you need to straighten out your wire, of course, you can get these guys, nylon jaw pliers, which are getting worn out. I'm going to have to buy some replacement, these things, and pads, I guess they call them. They might have them at Michael's, or I'll order them online. So maybe I'm going to write, I have a list here. I'm going to write nylon pads. Also, I ordered some gold French wire from Amazon, and they got lost in space. So I don't know what happened to those, but that's, you know, that's life. Can't do much about that. So say we want to do this moth. Let's get our precision round nose pliers, which you guys can get on Amazon. I'll link up all my videos all my materials in the description. So let's start by just folding this in half. We can do this. And what I'm doing now doesn't line up with what I'm seeing on my screen. So there's a little bit of a delay on there, but that's okay. Love the sketches. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, I love doing the sketches. I mean, I'm a graphic artist, so that's part that I really love is doing the sketches. So what I'm wondering, because I'm not quite sure how this was going to work. So if I do this and go a little bit longer than what that is, we're going to try this. This might not work at all. So we're going to bend these up. Okay, we just did it a little bit longer. Bend it up. This might or might not work. But that's why we're here on the live streams, to troubleshoot ideas that might or might not work. And to be honest, sometimes when I film my tutorials, I start with an idea, and often along the way, that idea will change and morph. And so when I'm filming the tutorials, I don't always create the item that I sketched or that I started off with, and I definitely change it along the way depending on how I see fit. So now if we want to turn these in a way that they're going to stay even, let's get our bail making pliers. These are the Beaded bail making pliers, and I am going to grab the end out under. Doesn't really matter because you could flip it after. So I'm going to hold the end, maybe on a little bit of an angle, whoopee, and curve it around. And we're not sure this is going to work. We're going to see. So what did I do? I curved it out, I guess. So if we do the same on this side, take this. Yes, this might not work, but that's okay. And curve it around. Because they look like they're curved, but I'm not quite sure if this is gonna work. So I just curved it right to the back, and this one too. We're gonna bring it around and curve it right to the back, a little bit more. And then we're gonna bend that out. It's interesting. It's not quite accurate, but it's definitely interesting. And then we can put it, oh, these kind of more, these go look like they go more on an angle too, like that, and then that. Okay, and then here we want to bring this one up. Yeah, kind of lined up a little bit, and then out, and then in. We could also have done that thing where, you know, where you fold the wire in half. So that's another idea. If we want to make sure they're even, we can just bring this maybe more folded. We can maybe bring this more folded here. And you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'll do that for another one. So we're going to bring that here. So let's just make sure that lines up. Bring that one here and around here. So that lines up and that lines up a little bit. Try to make sure they're a little bit even. Yeah. There. Okay. And then around. Okay. And then this one doesn't, I might have not drawn them perfectly either, so that can happen. And then around here. So if we're going to bring those around here, oh, there's my phone, but I'm just going to leave it because it's probably spam. So we're going to bring that here and around here and around here. Okay, so around to here. And then now we want to bend this here down. Okay, and then this one, there, they hung up, so that's not important. So we're going to bring that one around here, here, and there. We're going to bend that over top too. Okay, so that looks, you know, more or less good. Maybe we should curve this one out a little bit more. We're going to bring this one here, and we're going to bring this one, making sure my hands are on screen. Maybe I should bring this one down a little bit more. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're going to bring that one around here. And we can bend, it looks like it's kind of curved a little bit and around. Hopefully I cut this the right size. And the next one I'll do that trick where I do with the butterflies, where we fold it in half and do them at the same time, because that's a good trick. Okay, so we're going to like bring this one around and bring that, maybe try to give it a little bit of a bend and around here. Okay, so that's good. And then this one, I'm gonna hold that, bring that around. Oh, I should have done that little dip like I did before. So if we can get our pliers for that, if you want to do that little dip there. There we go. And now I'll put it back here. Around here, and then out here. And then try to give it, you could even like help that bend a bit to make it a little sharper. Okay, around here. And down. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Looks pretty good. Let me hold that up so hopefully you guys can see it. And then we have to figure out how we're going to do the head. And yeah, there definitely is a delay in this video, so I'm not going to keep it up there too long. So now we have to, this kind of looks like it could have been the head at the top. That would have been cool, but then there's also the little antenna. Maybe I should have done the antenna first. That could have worked. So say we could have actually done like the antenna, and then kind of do like just bring it down even like that, and then do that part. And that way, this could have been the antenna part. But how are we gonna work it out if we wanna do the head? So we can just bring this, I guess just bring these up here. Maybe we should have made that a little bit different. But what if can I bring these up a little bit more, maybe on an angle, just to line them up a little more? Yeah, we could do that. Okay, so let me get this one out of the way. You're so good at this. Thank you. I have fun troubleshooting, that's for sure. And you guys know, like, sometimes it turns out, sometimes it doesn't turn out. So we'll do our best. So we're going to bring this one around. And what will happen if I twist it in there? And if it doesn't work, I'll do something else. So if we hold this, I can bring it a little closer for you guys. Next time I'm going to try my iPad. I find this iPod is a little bit fuzzy. I think it's dirty. I might go up to the Apple store and ask them why it's like this. Now I already see that I made this a little not as long as in the other ones, so that's a little glitch. But it definitely doesn't have to be perfect. That's for sure. It's just it's art. So now we want to line this up, and then we're going to bring this one down and around. So this is what we've got so far. It looks really good. I like the twist at the bottom. It's a little random, but it kind of, this one's better than that one. This one's a little bit, I think it's a little tighter. But what if can we separate them a little bit? Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, if you separate them a bit, they just look a little cooler. I like the way that looks. So now to do the head with the little antenna, let's remove this. Moth. Ah, Mirta, she's here. Yeah, they're moths. And Mirta, I did you a sketch, so I'm going to show you that after we do the first moth, and then we'll do another moth after. So now we're going to get I was hoping you would come on because you sent me that picture with the face with the letters. So I did you a sketch, and maybe next week on the live stream I can make it out of wire, because today we're doing moths for someone that I forget who asked for them. But yeah, look at this, because this could kind of almost be the head itself with the antenna sticking up. Whoopsies, how would we do that? So if we take this, maybe we have to bring it through again, or maybe we just have to bring it up. It's not going to hold too well, I don't think. Let's try to bring it through again. So if we bring it through again, we're going to see there's a few ways I think we can finish it. So let's start by bringing it through a couple of times. Then it's going to actually hold better. Sometimes though, when there's too much wire coiled, I don't love the look of it either. Sometimes it's better with less wire, but it's okay. At least we have the wings look good. There we go. Okay, so there's that. These are just kind of like hanging down straight. We maybe want to pinch them in a little bit more. Pinch these in a little bit more. Okay. And then now we would want to do, it's really pretty actually. I kind of like the way they're curved too. And then for the head with the antenna, and then of course you have to think of a way to hang it. So that's going to be an issue. We're going to bring this in. Yes, really, Mirta, really, I did it. Okay, so now we're going to bring this one in here. And maybe so we don't have a gap in there, we could bring this on either side. Let's do that. Bring this on either side. So we have, even if the head sticks up a little bit more than what it does in the picture, so we bring this here and this here. And then what if we just like stick that up and up? Okay, and then if we stuck a hook or a jump ring in there, maybe we don't even have to twist these together. Like, let's just bring these up and over and up and over. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, the screen is very fuzzy. So if we do like that, and then we just clip it, here, as big as you want, and then here, because they're not very long. And if that one's not enough, we're gonna do that. Oh no, I keep getting them too short now. Okay, I was hoping to trim them the right size. So this one now is too long, so we'll clip that one again. There, that's enough. We don't want to keep clipping, we'll have none left. Okay, so now you can, I don't have my thing with me, but we could do the burr tool thing and file those a bit. And now, to hang it, oh my God, this is gorgeous. Wow, okay. So now we've got that, and we can get a, if you want to do an earring hook thing, let me just make a quickie one. And is that, that's not 20, this is 22. Corey, yay! How are you? And thanks for sharing all your challenge work, Corey, from the 10-day earring making challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. It was so much fun. There we go. So we're going to just cut that, trim that. And now we can just do, these are makeshift earring hooks. I wouldn't use the artistic wire normally for the earring hooks. This is just to show you. So I don't know if this is an earring. This could be a pendant. So I'm gonna actually use the slightly larger part to make the loop, because otherwise it won't be a big enough loop. And so we just do that, and then we get to a larger part of the bail making pliers and bring that down. Okay. Whoa, I hit the wrong one. This one. There we go. So we're going to get the larger part of the bail making pliers. Okay, and then we'll just separate them. And then we can just bend out the end on an angle. And again, you can file them, but don't use the artistic wire for the hooks because they're not hypoallergenic and they're a little soft. So now we're just going to open that up. And my last video I discussed hypoallergenic hooks on my last video on Heather Boyd wire. So you can check that out and learn how to make, what are the best wires for hooks. So there's your little moth. I think I would actually maybe dangle it a little, or maybe I'd bring the hook up a little bit, because I find that it should dangle a little bit lower. So I think if you're going to make your own hooks, make them a little higher, I think, because otherwise they're gonna get in the way of the moth. So I'm just makeshifting here. So we're just gonna hang them a little bit lower, and there's your moth, and you can make two the same if you like. So there's that. A renewed interest in making earrings. That's awesome. That was a fun challenge. I have to think of what I want to do. I'll do another one in the fall. I used to do 3-4 a year, and now I'm way too busy, so I do usually 2 challenges a year, and then of course live wires for the win, which we haven't I haven't put out the call for entry yet, so that'll be also probably in September. But I want to give people a chance to apply. So Mirta, you asked for the number thing. So this, I think this was similar to the one you sent me, like that, right? So here's, I have to bring this up, but I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see it. And then these are the sketches that I did, because I noticed that the one you sent me has 1, 2, 3, but then it doesn't have 4. It has 5, 6, 7, 8. So then I did another one, 2 different ones. I think I like this one. So, and I flipped it. I did it the opposite way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7's there, 7, 8. So I got all the way up to 8. So let me know what you think. I love the last one. Yeah, so okay. So I'll make that one out of wire next week. And I was thinking it'd be fun to do them all in different colors so you can see them. I'll try one where you do it all with the same wire. And I'll do one with it's all different colors. So let's do that next week on the live stream. And thank you, Mirta, for the great idea to do that. Awesome. Yeah, challenges are so fun. So let's do another one. And I'm not going to stay too long today. So which other one should we do? I kind of like the one that it looked like the leaf too. I could do different colors. I have a lot of the gold, so I think I might stick with the gold. What other colors are moths? Do you guys know what color moths are? Because I didn't print, you know, I didn't look at really too many colored photos, but I don't think they're very colorful, are they? Moths? We can look. Let me grab my iPod and see what moths look like. Whoa, I'll get my Google. Get out my Google and moths. Bring. Ooh, there's some colorful ones. Okay, here's a bunch of moths. This one has red and gray. Oh, this one was green. That's similar to the one I just did now. A lot of browns. These look like little eyeballs. You could put eyeball beads in there. That'd be cool. Little eyeball beads. That'd be super fun. Yeah, there's some cool looking moths. I like these. Oh, I really like these eyeball ones. Oh my goodness. How cool are those? We should paint those. Those are fun. Oh, there's so many cool designs. Yeah, you guys can Google any ones that you like. I'm gonna just put this at the side. And blue body black wing moth. Ooh. Poodle moth. What's a poodle moth? Hang on. Let me look that up. That one kind of looks like a poodle. Copy. Okay, so down. Moth. Poodle moth. Oh, Amber's up on her moths. Wow. Poodle moth. That's not for real. What is that? Is that really for real? What? That can't be real. Let's see. Venezuela poodle moth. These look like AI. Are they for real? Poodle moth. For real? That's insane. They look like Pokemons. Okay, guys, these are great poodle moths. I'm shocked. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I could do it justice out of wire, but they're very, very funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. News of the weird. Meet the poodle moth. That's hilarious. Okay, well, I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole later. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna choose one of these to do. And I do like the idea of doing those little eyeball things. Those are cool. And what shape, and I also like the idea of that. I'm very undecided about what I want to do. So yeah, wow, they're the cutest. They're hilarious. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. I guess they have to camouflage with something. I guess that's the idea. There's something specific they have to camouflage with in Venezuela. Maybe Venezuela has a lot of fluff in the trees or something. I don't know. Okay, so let's just do another different shape, I guess. Why don't we do a classic shape? We can do a classic shape like one of these type of things. And I'm looking at this one here, which is, I guess, sort of like that, but not quite. Let me just sketch it out. So we're gonna do like that, and then it looks like it's got like around that. And then I'm wondering, maybe I'll do this one in the way, they're different than butterflies, eh? Yeah, they're definitely different than butterflies. And they have a different little shape. There we go. And up here. There, and then up here. So that's just basic. Looks like it has some kind of like thing here, but not really a head, maybe like that. And then the eyes, I call them the eyes. They're not really eyes. Seem to be like here. And they've got like interesting scalloped. It's interesting when you look at things, the more you look, the more you see. And it's true because there's all, you know, you can see all kinds of things in here. And then this has little hair, but I guess moths are inherently hairy. So there we go. And pictures of moths, cool. So this would be the concept. So let's start again with another longish piece of wire. The last time I think we had just enough wire. We won't need as much now if I'm going to add details with something else, but let's still start with, this feels like 22 gauge wire. That is not the right wire. Okay, so let's try the 20 gauge. Start again with 15, although that's probably way too much wire. So we're going to do that, and we will. I think I want to try the fold over method, which is I just coined the term. I don't know if there's a term for it where I fold it over and do the thing at the same time. Should we call it the fold over method, or the mirror image method, or the butterfly method? We should call it something, right? Okay, so if we take this and we want to do them both at the same time, so we're going to take this and curve it here, just to make sure. So we could go around like one side around the same time. So we go around that and then up, and then we can, yeah, maybe so we will still be able to fold it. We're going to bring this one down here, and then we can go here, bend this here, and maybe a little more higher. Go around. I'm going to curve it a little bit more, actually. I'll use these ones. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe you want a really soft curve. Use a bigger part of your bail making pliers. Okay, so we're going to go here and check it out about. And then we're going to bring it out. Make sure I'm on screen. I think I didn't bring my camera close enough to the surface. But next week I'm going to try the Boyd method. That's cool. That could mean a lot of different things, though. I have lots of different methods for doing lots of different things. So maybe we could use that maybe with another keyword, so we don't get mixed up with other ridiculous things that I do. So we're going to bring this one here, and we are going to bring this one up here, there. And hi to Josh, by the way. How are you guys enjoying the hockey games? Are they done yet? I think they're still playing. Mark was watching the other day with the Edmonton Oilers. I've been to Edmonton. It's a bit of a hick town, to be honest. I don't know. We went to the West Edmonton Mall because it used to be the most iconic mall practically in the world. It was like a very like state-of-the-art, huge mall with like a what do they call, Ferris wheel, like amusement park and stuff. Game 3 tomorrow. So, and all that. So we went out to see to my nephew's wedding, and then we had a stopover. We could do a stopover on the way back, so we decided to go to the West Edmonton Mall. And oh my God, like it hasn't changed since the 70s. It was so retro. And the what do you call it? The amusement park was under construction. Oh, here, if you guys didn't notice, I just opened these up. I just unfolded it as part of this method that we haven't completely coined the term yet. So now this is that, and let's just do our antennas maybe. And then I'm gonna go in with some other wires, I think, and add some details. So let's go ahead and do this. So not till tomorrow. So that means they've been off for a couple of days. Was there a game last night? I couldn't remember. I thought there hasn't been a game for a couple of days. I guess they have to recoup a little bit. Apparently they got a Quebecois guy to be a defense for the Edmonton Oilers, because it was all over our news. So hopefully he's good. Okay, so there's that. Okay. And now we want to add some little details and stuff. So I really didn't need 18 inches for that. That's a little bit much. And now, but it looks like these should be overlapped a little bit. So how are we going to do that? I guess you could just kind of do that type, push them down a little bit. And then it looks pretty good. So that way you can do that fold over method or whatever we're going to call it. And I just had a flash of what I could call that, but you know what else you fold when you think things, you remember those, what are they called, Rorschach things for psychologists used to use to psychoanalyze people with, they would show them those painted things that they'd open up and then people would have to interpret what's inside them. I don't know if it's Rorschach or one of those obscure terms, but we could call it something like that to be extremely obscure. And but I digress. So let's go ahead and try to do the eyeballs in there. They had to travel over 2,500 miles to get to Edmonton for day 3. Oh, so they're in Edmonton. Oh, so they're hanging out at the mall. That's fun. Cool. Hope they're not disappointed. So now 22 or 20, maybe I'll go for the 24 gauge. I just happen to have a whole bunch of colors with the 24 gauge by the dozen wires. So there we go. And Amber, let me know when you receive your wires. I sent Amber some rainbow colored 18 gauge wire because they don't have the by the dozen in 18 gauge, which is unfortunate. And I recently purchased the 20 gauge so I could check out the colors for you guys to see how they are. So what if we want to stay with them, we could stay with like maybe some browns and oranges for this to keep it neutral. I'm not loving this orange, but that's all right. And even maybe a little bit of purple would be pretty. Aren't those pretty? And then maybe a bead for that thing that looks like an eyeball. But let me get my beads and see. You let me know. Perfect. I could track it too, but that would require effort. And I'm not going to do that. So where did I put my beads? Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, look what I came across this morning. It's so cute. I used to do a lot of crafts and combine wire with beading. And Mimi made this ages ago when she was little. We used to paint stones and then put wool around the outside of the stone. I think I have a tutorial for this. And then to dangle arms and legs on it. So that was super cute. Really adorable. Maybe I'll put a picture of that in the community section. Okay, so now let's get some beads that could be for the eyeball type things. What size though? Because I like the idea of using pearls. These might be a little bit big. And I have some, I don't have any little pearls on me, so I've got those. But I also have maybe little Miracle beads, which would probably be better. Those are 4mm. Let me look back at the picture to see about the color. Okay, so we can, it doesn't have to be accurate, but just to get an idea. Oh no, they're dark. They're like dark beads in there. Yeah, this is not going to be accurate, but oh, there's other ones with lighter colors though. Look, that one has more yellow. Yeah. Let's do yellow. Ooh, that looks like a yellow Miracle bead. That's hilarious. Okay, let's do that one. Okay, get him in here. So, best thing to do would be to take some of the wire and maybe outline it with a darker color, maybe some brown. This is a really pretty brown. I don't know if this is the antique brown color or what color this is, because they're not marked. You don't really know what color they are. So if we cut about maybe a foot or something of that, we'll cut that. And too cute. Aw, thank you. Oh, Gaylen's here. Hello, hello. Good morning. Ooh, you're in a different time zone. We are 2:16 in the afternoon. Okay, so now we are going to take this and put it on there, and we're just going to wind it it around a couple of times. So we're going to go like that. Okay. Maybe keep it loose. We could put that one in there. And how are we going to, how much space is on there? Maybe just put it in here, maybe 3 times. Okay, let's get it around 3 times. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that. And then I'll have to use a separate wire for that size. So if we put this here, somehow get it under here. Yeah, we could separate these a bit so it's easier. And we're going to wrap that around a couple of times and hope it's going to be nicely centered. So that side, and then this one, we're going to bring that one around and also wrap it around a couple of times. Here. Oopsies. Oh yeah, there's out there. It's open at the top, so it's actually easier to wind that around here. So we have just a little thing here, so that's in there, and then maybe we can bring it through. The thing with these is you want to kind of give them a decent amount of detail so they look a little fancy. Is my back hurting me? Back hurting me. Why ask? Because I've made that move many times. What move? I'm not sure. I'm a little lost. My back doesn't hurt. I am sitting on my feet, which is not smart. So I'm going to stop sitting on my feet. No, my back does not hurt at the moment. So, yeah, just let me know what you mean. I'm not quite sure. So there we go. So we've got this. And now we have to maybe give it a little detail. I'm looking at some of the other ones that I made just to see what we've done there. And I don't actually want to give it too much detail. Let me push this one back down. And we can kind of maybe just do, rather than doing too much detail, I'm just going to curve this around here and bring that one in here. Perfect. So there we go. So we're just going to do that. Now, do we need a third line? I mean, we could do a third line. This might get a little bit too detailed. That's my only worry, is that I'm going to get a little too detailed. So I think I'm going to clip that one. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. So that's that. So I think actually I'm not going to bring this one up anymore. I think I'm going to remove this and just finish it off. Okay, so maybe if I just finish it off on either side, because I don't want to put too much wire either. I don't want it to look too busy. So I'll clip that. I didn't really need to cut as much wire. So that would be one way, like, to add a little bit of detail in there. And this is going to be, and I didn't do any kind of body in between. See how this one, there's like the body in there. So I think this, it's a different style. I'm going from that one for the colors, but the moth itself is a slightly different style. So we're just going to do that. And then, so that I think could be good on that side. And then I'll cut another piece. I mean, this piece might be long enough, but I'll cut about maybe 6 or 7 inches. And we'll do another one on the other side to keep it even. And I'll just be doing these 2 today because I think I'll keep it pretty simple. I might do more in moss another day. I did like that one with the, what looked like the leaves for the wings. But I think I'd like to find a photo of one that looks like that to make it a little bit more accurate. So I'm just winding around that Miracle Bead a few times, and then we're going to bring one of these out to either side, I guess. And then this one would go here. And so we'll wind this one, try to center it, wind this around a couple of times. I think the sun's coming out. That's nice. And then I'll curve this one around here and bring that one here. And then we're going to, oopsies, bring this one here. Okay, and bring that around. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that one. Give that a little tug. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're going to cut this one here. Yeah, I only really needed about 5 inches at max for this. And this one, so it doesn't slip, you can actually bend this around the below that other wire. It might hold it in place a little better. Okay, so we're gonna bring that one and then bring it down. There we go. So it's always, the second one's always a little easier. And then if you have to rotate this over a bit, you can definitely rotate that one a little bit and adjust it. So that looks kind of cool. This, of course, the first one's a little more wonky than the second one, but that happens. And we're just gonna press these together a little bit because I didn't do that thing where I hook one underneath the other, so that's okay. So there's that. And then for the upper wings, and if you want these to be more one behind the other, what's on the top one is more protruding, so that if we're just going to do like a little half turn, and then that will overlap that one on top of that one. So same here, do this, do like a little half turn there, and that goes over top of that one. So it just gives it a little bit more like three-dimensionality. We didn't do a body on this one. So do I want to do the body? Might be a little bit late now, but it just depends on which one I want to do, because I could bring that, I mean, I could bend it down, but that might look silly if I bent it down like that. Looks a little bit silly, so we don't want to do that. Okay, we're going to bring that one back. Or we can open it up. These are just ideas that you can do. So we can actually open it up and then, maybe bend it the other way. Wait, no. Let me just see. So if we want to like make a body, we can just bring this one like more down and bring this one more down. I don't know if it's going to work or not. And then just bring this one down. I'm just playing around with this. Maybe get the round pliers better. I don't want to ruin it, but at the same time, I don't mind experimenting. So there we go. So if we bring that one down like that, it makes it look more like the body of the moth. Okay, and then these ones you can roll up a little bit and roll it down. Okay, so we can try that here. So we're going to roll this one up. I think there was probably a cleaner way to do this, but we're just going to try this. Looks like an M. There we go. Yeah, see, that's cool. It's not too destroyed. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. Yeah, so that just maybe makes it look better. Maybe not. And now these are too, maybe these are too long now. You can also rotate those ones a little bit if you wanted to. See, there's so many things that you can do. You could bring this one up and rotate it back down just to like lessen that gap. So you can just play with it how you want. Perfect. Works so well. Thank you. Thank you. So this was maybe a mistake, but that doesn't matter. I like making mistakes. Okay, so we've got that, and now we will probably want to fill in those. I like the way the moss, it's more like straight across here. Like this becomes like more like a straight across thing rather than, you know, the butterflies where the wings are up. So if we bring this one over here, now we want to, I think just go up here and then we can just form the, maybe I can add some other details in here after, but we can, let me just see if I want to twist them or not. I mean, we could try the twist. Let's hold this. It's hard to come back from a twist, but we're going to try it. So we're going to hold this and we're going to just go twist, twist. Why not? Okay, and then we're going to bring these up. Perfect. Do I like that? Not particularly. Can you come back from a twist? We are going to see. So we're going to do this, and we're going to get our, oopsies. Okay, see this wire is soft, so that can definitely happen. So I'm just going to actually, I don't like that twist, so we're going to straighten it out with the nylon jaw pliers here, and this one. Straighten it out a little bit with our very, very worn out nylon jaw pliers. Okay, so you have to sort of first press out that twist, and then you have to kind of slide the nylon jaw pliers to bring it out. Anyways, it's not perfect, but so there, I did not like that twist. It just didn't look good at all. So now what we can do is, well, maybe we can do, even though it's not accurate, maybe we can do a kind of a head thing. Okay, so what if we just bring these wires up here, about like that, and this one. I don't know if these are in the right position or not. Maybe this has to come over a little bit more. Okay, so if we do this and this, I'm just checking if they should be more in. Maybe we can curve it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna curve that out a little bit here. And then this one, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so there. A little more. Curve that out too and bring that up. Okay. Okay. How's that look? That's pretty good. So what if we put a bead on there? Should it also be yellow? Let's try this. Please fit on there. I think the 20 gauge wire you can fit 2 through the 6mm bead. Yeah. So there's that, and we have to really give these a pull because I crinkled those wires, so I gotta have to make sure that, yeah, so there we go. So they're pulled right through. That looks awesome. And then now we're going to make antennas in a way, rather than doing the little skinny things I did before, I'm gonna do this in a way that they make loops, because we have to hang this on something, right? So we're going to take this and we are going to bring this one around. And not too big, because they don't seem to be that big, but we're going to bring this around in a way. Why not? I'm not going to wind it because it's going to be too much. So we're going to press that one down. So there's one, and then this one, it's almost like a teardrop shape. And you guys will be able to see this better when I put the photo in the community section, and I'll post a pic in the Wire Makers Club so you'll be able to see it better. And I will try to find out who requested these and tag them. There we go. And then we're gonna clip this. They kind of look like bunny ears, so this is a bunny moth. There we go. So we're gonna bring this one in there. Okay, so there is they're a little odd, but if you don't like the way those look, you just do that, okay? Just turn them on their side, because we do need a way to hang them up. So this way, that works. They're not so weirdly bunny-like. I don't know if you guys follow my comic Facebook, but we saw a bunny last night that I swear to God she was sleeping, sitting up at the side of the road in the grass, and we walked up so close to her and we took a photo, and she didn't move, didn't flinch. Mimi and I both got really good photos of her, and then Mimi got a little too close and she like sprung out of her sleepy daze and she ran away. But no, she was sleeping, sitting up at the side of the road in the green grass at like midnight. It's pretty funny. She was adorable. I love bunnies. I am obsessed with them and always have been. There we go. Let's cut that end off. Okay, so we're almost done. We just have to figure out what we're going to do. There's a little end that I'm having trouble cutting off. And I don't want to cut it too much like I did one time and the whole thing fell apart. Okay, so there's moth so far. It's looking pretty good, and you could fill it in any way you want. And let's do a little bit more. I'm going to have a sip of water. And then that will be it for today. So do I love the brown wire? I'm not sure. So we're going to just keep going with it. I do have other colors, but maybe I'll keep this pretty monochromatic. I don't want to get it too busy. So now, I guess you could even weave the body a little bit if you wanted to. You might need a thinner wire. What have I got for thinner wires? I have probably 26 or 28. I have this pretty green. Let's try that. And the 26 gauge. Since I'm such a keen wire weaver, I really don't like wire weaving, but I'll try a little bit and see how it goes. Might or might not work. I guess you could do the middle. Actually, you could do the middle with gold wire too. That might be pretty. Maybe it would be better. Okay, so let me put that one back and see if I have 26 gauge gold. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. So let's do the 26 gauge gold. Get a little bit. And after this, we have to go get I have to get a new plug for my bathroom sink because it was leaking, and we live in a really old 1950s bungalow with a blue toilet, blue sink, and blue bathtub, and the faucet, which was also blue in the bathroom, broke, like it leaked. So we had to go get a new tap, which is okay. It's shiny silver, looks good. But they didn't, because the house is so old, they couldn't install the little plug part of it. Otherwise they'd have to like open up our wall and lower something. So the guy's like, just go get a plug from the dollar store. And I would rather get something a little, not nicer, but more practical. So I ordered one on Amazon, one of those pop-up plugs you can just stick in your drain. And it's A, very cheap, and B, didn't even fit in our sink. So now we have to go to Home Depot and see if they have something similar so we don't drop our toothbrush down the drain and plug it again, and we don't get hair clogged all over the drain. So that's today's project. It should be fun. So now if you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm just weaving here. But I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm just trying to weave it. Whoa, what did that do? Stuck that in the wrong thing. So I'm just trying to weave this in a way that it's going to hold together. But we'll see if it's going to work. I might have to finish this after the fact if we go too late. And let me just know, Amber, if you have to go, because I can always do this on my own time. I keep putting this in the wrong thing. There we go. So we're going to bring this one over. I do like the idea of weaving this. I wish I had a little bit more to grip onto because I don't seem to have that much for it to like hold on to. So we're going to bring this over here and then over, right ahead and over to this part. Okay, here. But the thing is, if we don't try these, we're never going to know if they work. So that's why I'm happy to try this. I'm going to bring this over and then up on this side. And then we can just kind of squeeze it all together. So we'll see if this is going to work at all. There might have been a better way to do the body. I mean, originally I wasn't even going to do a body. I was just going to like fold the wings in half. But I think it's a good idea to fill this in a little bit to make it look good. So we're going to see. I can stay as long as I need. Oh, thank you. I just hope this isn't too boring for you guys because you can't really see what I'm doing. So I'll do my best to, do it quickly and make it look accurate-ish. And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But I'm kind of invested in this. Oh, I remember Amber, you told me how to weave, and I always forget you have to like kind of stick it through there. But now that this area is so tight, I wonder if I can just like wind it around a little bit. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna wind it around because I can't weave into that corner. So I'm gonna push that up and then I'm gonna just stick the end in there, grab it with here, and then that way it'll like hold in place. So I've just kind of, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of wind it around, I think. And then this part, we're gonna somehow do, maybe just like crisscross it or something. Oh, it's kind of cute. I think you're just gonna have to improvise with this part because it's a little bit hard to fill in. I'm just winding around with this gold wire. I have a big end, so I may as well try to use it up, right? So we're gonna bring it in here. I'm not sure how much I cut, maybe 15 inches or so, maybe more. So I'm basically just filling it in with wire at this point. It's starting to remind me of a cocoon, which is interesting. So we're just gonna keep winding it around. I'm not even weaving anymore, which is fine, which is better because you guys know how much I like weaving. And maybe we could have pushed this in a little more to make it not so chubby. But I mean, it's okay if it's a little chubby. Oh, but I can't do it too much though because I've already wound that wire around a little bit. Okay, so let's just keep winding this around a little bit, around here. Okay, and here. Until we're running out of wire. So I'm going to bring this one down here. I'll come right down actually with this because I have a tail here of wire. So I could bring this one down, keep going around, and then I'll clip that. Okay, so that's good. Ah, Alman, you're here. Awesome. So it's good I went overtime because you're here. That's awesome. It's for a trick to work well. And you have to have enough room. Yes, exactly. And I definitely did not have enough room. So Alman, thank you for participating in the 10-day earring making challenge. You did amazing. I love your photos. It's great you had time to do it. So yeah, that was really fun. That was a fun challenge. I'm glad that you had time to do it because I know you're pretty busy with your school stuff and that. So we're going to bring this one around, and I'm just really filling this in with wire, and it's working pretty good. I kind of started with a weave, and then I ended up going with winding it, and it's cool. So we're going to bring this I'll bring this one between the wings a little bit. Yeah, I like doing these lives because you guys can, find lots of different solutions for creating things out of wire. Some things work, some things they don't. And now I'm out of wire, but if I wanted to, I could add more. but I don't have to. So that's kind of cool. It's a little wobbly, but it's interesting, and it definitely fills in that area a little bit more. And then, so now we have these. So we should probably go ahead and finish the wings. Hi, Teresa. Challenge was so much fun. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for participating. That's awesome. Corey says, looks great. Thank you. Okay, so let us do this part. We're going to just do, I think we're not going to be too crazy and do it too much different. So I'm thinking just going with the yellow beads again might be a good idea. I mean, we could, I think the big yellow beads would be too much. What else? I have orange beads too, but let me just see how the orange beads look. I mean, could do orange beads. Orange beads or yellow beads? Well, I could do orange. I don't know. What do you guys think? Orange or yellow? Should I stick with yellow or do orange? You guys let me know. You have to let me know quickly though, because I have to get this done. So orange or yellow for the top beads, just let me know. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put some things away here because I have too much stuff here. So this will go in the 20 gauge wire. This one will go away for the 26 gauge wire. Yellow, okay, yellow, okay, cool. Perfect, let's do yellow. I'm just gonna put away some of the other extra wires. My table gets really crazy with stuff, so yellow, let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna get the yellow and stick the bead in there. Go around a couple of times. Now, do we want it the same? We want to maybe give it a little bit of variety. So I'll just go around twice, maybe instead of 3 times this time, and see how that's going to look. So we could do that here. And I don't want to do it the same. So what if we just, I'm actually going to try to, if I use the same wire, okay, I'm going to bring this through here. It's getting a little stuck. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring this one here, bring this to the back, and then bring this one around here, but I'm going to bring it around a full time and hope that it doesn't show up too much. I should have maybe done this before I twisted the wire, the gold wire, but that's okay. So we're going to bring that one through here. And we'll bring that one through and bring that to the back. And you could see it a little bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, so now we're going to bring it to the front. There, and then get another yellow one here. And then we're going to wind it down and around. So hold it in the same position as you have it in that side. Bring that one around, and then again. So it's like the same position. This wire is nice and soft. Okay, so we have, these look the same-ish on both sides, so that's good. So what we can do is maybe just bring this one down here. We can open up the wings if it's in the way. And we're just going to bring this one around here. Bring it right down and around. Make sure it's still centered. Okay. And bring this one around. And we can kind of maybe follow the line. We could try that where we follow. Let me get the yellow pliers. I'm going to remove these so they're out of the way. And we're going to just follow here, and maybe we could bring it down around towards the middle again. How's that look? Just to change it up a little bit, because we could finish it on the one side, but I think we can just change it up a bit here, bring it in, and just figure out how we're going to end it, because I don't want to put too much. I'm just going to bring it up here, I think, and around the wing. Okay, just going to bring that end in there. Here. The key is to always know how to finish the wire, but I don't want to have too much in the middle, so I just finished it there. Okay, so we'll just do that. Okay, so that's good. And then now we have to do the same thing here. So I'm going to bring this around and down, like we did here. Make sure it's curved down and around. Yep, and okay, make sure it's in the same position. Pull this wing out a little bit if you have to. And bring this one around. And be sure, you guys, to watch the draw, the live draw, on Saturday at noon Eastern Time. And I'll be announcing, well, I'll be doing the live draw for winners of everybody that participated, did all 10 challenges in the 10-day wire earrings to make and sell challenge. I'll put all their names in a draw, in a random name selector, and we are going to draw prizes. And also, I am going to do like a little bit of a Q&A about selling. So if you guys have any ideas, questions about selling jewelry, I'll make a post and I'll start collecting questions. And also there were some questions in the group, so I'll try to answer all those questions about selling jewelry. This is very cool. So now we're going to have to hold this in place here, okay, as we did the other side. And we are going to, let me just check how I did that. If I went up, I did go up. So I went up and around. No, not on the both wings. Just on that wing, just at the top of the wing. So we're going to bring that up and around. Doesn't matter if the wire kinks because I'm going to clip it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. It's a loud car. That's our neighbor's Porsche. He has a hydraulic lift in his garage so we can work on his Porsche. And also he has a motorcycle and a camper and a family car. And I think he had a little Yaris at one point too. That man likes cars. Okay, so now we've got that. And that's it. So there's our moth finished. And there's the other one, the fancy one. They turned out really well, guys. I'm happy with that. I'm going to just remove that earring hook because it's a little distracting. There we go. Perfect. So let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. And stinking cute. Yay. Yellow, yellow. Yay. We did the yellow. And I'll put a picture in the community section. I think these are too high. Can you guys see these? There's a delay in the video, so I can't really tell what I'm showing you guys. Oh, that's better. Okay, awesome. Both. Oh, thanks. Cool. And then next week we'll do those faces for Mirta. And be sure to tune into the live stream on Saturday. And anytime you have requests for live streams, let me know. I'm going to flip the screen and say goodbye. And flip the screen. Awesome. Great. So guys, I can't see your comments anymore, but thank you so much. I've got my favorite t-shirt on. I love this t-shirt. Art is never a waste of time. My hair's still wet, so we'll try to dry that hair. And I have to smile for the camera, for the thumbnail. Eee, cheesy smile. And thank you, Amber, for always moderating the chat and for doing the timestamps, and especially for all your help in the 10-day challenge group. You kept me on track. You got everything organized, very efficient. I'm super grateful. And also, yeah, tune into the draw on Saturday, and I'll probably do a regular tutorial Saturday and upload it before that or after. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on the live stream. Thank you to whoever requested the moth. I'm going to figure out who that is and write it in the description below the video. Unfortunately, I can't see your comments now because I'm way too far away from my iPod, but I appreciate every comment, every like, every heart, and I will see you guys really, really soon. Bye.